Hello Reformers and welcome back to a world of ice and fire. Now when we left off we attempted to take Tyrosh and it did not go according to plan. I had my spy go in there and poison the water well and even sabotage their food stores. But it was not enough. Their food stores would just continue to hold out, and it was not good. Not good at all. So basically we attempted to do a little bit more there, and then as people started to wake up from their unconsciousness, it completely backfired and we ended up losing a huge amount of units. However, we have come back. I have attempted to try and find some Barristan Selmy, and I am actually successful in that, but he did not return to Qohor, by the way. I waited around there for quite some time just in case he might appear, because I thought I might, be in the best possible position to find him there, and he just never appeared. And then I decided, okay, you know what, I'm just going to go back to Volantis. And I went back to Volantis, and in one of the towns there, I found him. So we were able to recruit him for a pretty decent sum of 32,000, and now he has given us over 500 army capacity, and that is exactly the reason why we now have these guys. 500 veteran free riders. Now these guys, they are going to make everything so much easier, or at least I hope so, in our attempt to take Tyrosh. As you can see, I've already sent in a spy, and he has already poisoned the well. However, the problem with that is that he has now fallen, and as a result we will not be able to do it again. So I need to act quickly, and we need to go in there right away and try and build our ladders as fast as possible. So let's see what we can do. There is the Archon over there, and I'm sure he's going to try and do something as well, but we're just going to try our hardest to get our siege equipment built as quickly and effectively as possible. Now, obviously, if he decides to attack us right now, I really don't even mind. I really don't mind. I think that that's perfectly fine if he wants to do that, because I have so many veteran free riders. I have never used these guys before. I think we've only had the opportunity to use, I think it was like, I don't know, 1 or 2 of them. And, oh, look at this. Your men captured and executed a group of enemies who tried to infiltrate and burn supplies. Enemy casualties only. Wow, that's pretty amazing. Okay, so I'm actually going to reward them with a night off, I guess. There you go. +5 morale. That's pretty good. And yeah, there we go. Okay, so we can order the Vanguard to prepare the assault. We have to do this pretty quickly because they are continuing to get back on their feet. So let's do this. We're going to lose quite a few. Yeah, that's just... I just can't do anything about that, unfortunately. Because we have such good units, every single loss is a pretty big one. So that's kind of a shame. But hopefully we will be able to win this. So let's go in and see what we can do against the enemy here. Okay, so it is actually nighttime. I'm not a big fan of nighttime sieges, actually, but, well, we'll try our very best. Let's have a look. Oh, my. Oh, what? That was weird. We had, like, no people, and then we received reinforcements. All right, I guess the game was just recalculating. What? How do I have 106? Why do I have 106 wounded? Do I really have 106 wounded, or is that just a... I think that might just be a display bug. Or at the very least... I hope so. I hope so, because that would be really, really bad if not. Anyway, these guys are, well, should be pretty easy for us to deal with. But obviously I just need to be a bit careful here, just trying to survive as much as possible. And bear in mind that obviously we're going to be seeing Sir Barristan... Sir Barristan in combat, I was going to say, but he actually got himself eliminated by a militia recruit. That does not sound very good. It does not sound very good. Anyway, he actually does have very good weapon proficiencies and various other things to help him, but he does not have a helm, so that might make a bit of a difference in how effective he actually turns out to be. And I'm going to try and get up here if I can. Yes, there we go. Okay, we're in. Fantastic. Okay, let's try and see if I can maybe, do a little something here to try and help our units out, because I'm actually a bit worried that we might end up losing this, because we seem to be losing quite a few units for basically nothing, really. We're not really getting onto the battlements that easily. So that is obviously a bit of a problem. And maybe I'll need to... Why are you running back? Why are you running away? Come on now. Let's do the business. And yeah, look at that. We are losing even more right here, but obviously bear in mind that the 100 and something, the 102 or whatever it was, that got themselves wounded, I have no idea how that even happened initially. Oh, they have a whole bunch of archers up here as well, so we should probably go up there and see what we can do, but yeah, I'm a bit worried about this. I don't exactly know how many units they even have still active as defenders in the garrison, because obviously I poisoned the well, and hopefully I was hoping that that would actually make all the difference to us here, but maybe it's not enough, you know, maybe we're going to be in some problems here. Okay, yeah, he may have the high ground, but I have the ankle slashing powers. Yes, there we go. Alright, let's try and take that guy out, and this one as well. There we are. Okay, wonderful. So we have now at least eliminated the archers, and even if we do end up losing a whole bunch of these veteran free riders, I'm not even too worried about that, because basically what we can then do is we can combine the forces of the Unsullied and these guys, and you can imagine how extremely powerful that's going to be, because if we're running around on our mounts in a field battle, and I'm talking about Elias here, of course, he's going to be on his mount. And, you know, if we're talking about that, then I think we could probably do a huge contingent of cavalry just following him around everywhere. And these guys are going to be so devastating. Okay, so what's actually going on here? Okay. This actually gives me a really good opportunity for a crowd surf. And I'd love to be able to do this, but I'm a bit worried that I'm so low in HP. Shall we try it? Let's try it. Okay, I took 14 damage. Phew, that was a bit close, a bit too close for my liking, but oh well, never mind. I guess it's worth it for the styles. Yes, for the stylishness. There we go. Okay, so if I can maybe help out our giant friend here, that would be nice. Or maybe not. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them over here. What? There's so many. There really are so many. I was actually really hoping that we would be able to take this pretty easily, but it seems like most of the garrison is still perfectly intact. Kind of surprised. Okay. Kind of surprised. Well, I guess we can't really do much about it. I guess we just have to go with it. I mean, look at that. We've only eliminated about not even 200 yet. Pretty bad, actually. And I'm going to be taking some damage here unless I'm able to get a shield soon, so I should probably pick one up over here. Can I? Oh, it's a wooden one? Ugh. Okay, well that's not really going to do too much for us, but well, whatever the case, at least it's a shield of some kind. Okay, these guys are acting a bit weird because they want to try and kill the guys on the stairs, but they seem to not be able to reach them, so they're having a bit of a pathfinding confusion problem. That's okay. I'm perfectly happy to see that, to be honest, because we are, well, apparently significantly outnumbered. I would have expected us not to be the outnumberee, basically, and be the outnumberer. So, yeah, it would have been nice to have that be a thing, but apparently that's not going to happen. Ouch. And we actually got ourselves taken out by these mercenary billmen as well. They seem to be really good. Yeah, they seem to be really good. Okay. Well, the one thing that I can do is I can take some really cool cinematic angles here of, yes, yeah, just go all the way into our units. That sounds like a good plan. But how are we actually even doing here? I don't even know. I mean, we have a number of people. Why are they just standing here? Why are they just standing there? I have no idea. Is it because there are units through the wall there? That doesn't make sense. We've already eliminated those. Okay, so it seems like we're actually pushing forward, which is really good. So we might be on the cusp of a victory, which would be nice. Any more units around here? No, it doesn't seem like it. Casporio is going crazy. He's doing amazingly work. Amazingly work? Yes. Very good. Okay, so anyway, the point is that Casporio is doing fantastically, amazingly work. I just had to laugh there for a good solid 10 to 15 seconds. Great. Anyway, it seems like this is actually a victory. I was not expecting that, to be honest. I mean, obviously, you know, we are significantly outnumbering them, or we should be at least. And I'm not entirely sure what they're all looking at now. There seems to be... Ah, I see. Oh, look at this. There's actually an additional area in the town. I actually thought that there was not any, and it's actually kind of cool to see that now. So let's have a look and see what's actually going on through here. One archer. Really? Just one archer? Okay, well you can kill him. You know, you can kill him, no problem at all. Oh, good job, Casporio. Yeah, wow, he's amazing, isn't he? I'm very, very pleased that we have him. He actually comes with the veteran free riders. He's one of their leaders. And there you go. We lost 49 of those guys, which is pretty harsh, I gotta say. Considering we... What? Look at that! There's only 275 that we eliminated? Wow, I'm really surprised, actually. I thought that we were going to have an easy time, but apparently not. Okay, I guess... you know, this guy already has 22 relation with us. I think I'm actually going to be letting him go, because we've already eliminated Tyrosh, technically, because this is their last fief. And so, if they do get eliminated, then it's actually not even going to make any difference if we have him prisoner or not. They're probably not going to be ransoming anyone anyway, so I'm going to let him go, gain some reputation, gain a little bit of relation with him as well, because you never know. Maybe he'll join us or something. That might be nice. But otherwise, there you go. Alright, pretty good. We have now 431, so we lost, wow, almost 90. Almost 90 of those veteran free riders. That is pretty insane. Okay, well, whatever the case, we are going to be taking our Tiger Cloak friends here, because of course we are going to be using them for the foreseeable future as well. And we have some ship captains here, which are very good units. Bandit leaders. We've got some squires as well. They don't seem to have a horse. I actually thought they might come with a horse. Westerland Scout. What's a Westerland Scout doing here, really? Come on now. Okay, hired swords, I guess. I don't really want to take any mercenaries, to be honest, because we're already paying through the nose, by the way, for all of these guys. So that's kind of harsh. Anyway, now that we have such an insane army size, we are getting huge amounts of prisoners, or at least capacity to take them. So I guess I'll just take some of these. Some mercenary archers and bowmen. I didn't really want to take them, but we're going to take them anyway, just because they are there. And I'll take some militia, some sea raiders, I suppose. What about pirates? Oh, pirates actually seem to be pretty good. Well, that's nice to see at least. Okay, so what about mercenary bowmen? There we go. Cavalry, bowmen. I think I can actually take most of these. Yeah, I think I might be able to take quite a few. So, there you go. Actually maxed out. Wow. That's pretty amazing. Now, let's cross our fingers, shall we? And we're going to be crossing our fingers for something very, very important. You know what it is? It's a ransom broker. Oh yes, it's a ransom broker in the tavern here at Tyrosh. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? That would be really, really good. Anyway, as you can see, I've actually already made Bronn into a lord, because I don't know whether you noticed, but I have Brienne of Tarth in my army as a companion, and she does not like him. She does not like him one bit. So I decided, okay, we're going to be making him into a vassal, and I'm actually going to be giving him Tyrosh, because he's newly made and he kind of needs something. Unfortunately, he's not very well liked by Sir Shadrick, so there's going to be a little bit of friction there between them, which is not very good. Anyway, I can wait here for some time, hopefully. And the Archon is deciding to attack us immediately. So let's actually just go into the inn here real quick, because I would like to make sure that we have the opportunity to get a ransom broker. There's no ransom broker, unfortunately. Guess I will buy some ale, though. We do have a couple of shields here. I'm not going to take the battered one. I actually did buy some tools, by the way, because I actually wanted to make my court be in a different location, because at the moment it's obviously all the way in Carthagar, and if I want to go all the way back there, then it's just not very viable. You know, it just takes so long to get from A to B to C, you know, all the time, so it's kind of annoying. But yeah, that's the reason why I wanted to do that, but I was not able to find any velvet. So if anyone knows where any velvet is, then by all means let me know. I basically just looked around Essos as much as I could, and couldn't find it. Don't know why. Couldn't find it. So I guess it might be in Westeros somewhere. Don't know where, but hopefully it's going to be somewhere pretty easy to find. Anyway, let's wait here for some time, see whether the Archon is going to do his thing, and see what's happening. We're losing 19,000. Yeah, 19,000 wages from Elias's thing going on there, from his wages. That's pretty insane. And we actually are losing a pretty significant amount of relation with our vassals, and that is mainly due to our social policies. So it might be an idea for us to revamp those at some point, just to keep our vassals a little bit happier. And even if that means them having smaller armies or something like that, then I think that might be an idea, because right now it doesn't even matter, to be honest. Like them having big armies, if they're not actually doing anything to help us, then it basically doesn't matter. Anyway, we're going to be on the hill, I was going to say. No, we're going to be on the battlements here, and we are going to try and see what we can do. Now, oh, look, what the... Do you actually see what's going on here? Do you actually see what's going on there? How are these enemies dying? What? Okay. They just literally lost 429 units. I'm not doing anything, by the way. I'm not doing anything. Do we have cannons of some kind? Do we really have... I mean, I know that we suffered quite a few unconsciousness casualties when we attacked the thief to begin with. I said to you, oh, look at this, we lost, 106 units or something like that to unconsciousness. And I was like, what happened? I thought it was just a display bug, but apparently it's not. It could be because they're in the water? That's surely not the case. That was insane. I have no idea what's going on there, but that's fine with me, I guess. I mean, I was actually looking forward to defending against him, because it would have been a pretty epic fight, but that went extremely easily. He did manage to escape, but that is to be expected, and yeah, I guess I'm actually going to be swapping out a whole bunch of archers then, because if he has some heavy cavalry, it would be nice to take them. Instead, they are going to be much more expensive to sell at a ransom broker. So let's get those exiled knights as well, and there you go. All right, so I guess we can bury the dead, get a little bit more relation and, well, shall we say reputation and morale. Sounds good to me. And there it is. Okay, so I guess Tyrosh is now eliminated, and Podrick. Podrick likes Brienne, so that's very good. My lord, Brienne of Tarth swordplay is very impressive. She knows her limits and executes every attack perfectly. I'm glad to have someone like her by my side. You made good sense by bringing her to our company. Very good. Yes, I see. Very good. And so on. Yes, Elias does that, doesn't he? Okay, well, there it is. Tyrosh is now ours, and I'm still flabbergasted about how they lost so many units there. I really have no idea. Nope. Could not explain it. Could not explain it. I guess it's because of the water. I would assume that they're spawning in the water, and the water is knocking them out somehow. I really don't know. But I guess now that every single vassal of Tyrosh has been eliminated, they will soon follow, and we will receive a faction elimination message any time now. It actually looks as though there was one additional vassal still available for battle somewhere, and he has just got himself taken prisoner. So I'm pretty happy with that. Now, the one thing that I'm a bit... I'm having a bit of a problem with is the fact that we are so far away from basically everything, and it's going to take me quite some time to get anywhere, and by that time, my morale is going to plummet. So I'm hopeful that I will be able to get back to Mia in time for me to sell these prisoners or something along those lines. And yeah, I guess we'll just free the animal or something like that. There we go. And let me see if I can get down here. I actually don't even know what we should be doing now, because we have eliminated basically everything in this area with the exception of Lys. Now here's the thing. I have been told by a number of people in the comments that Lys is not something that we want to attack because they have extremely, well, I wouldn't say extremely good, but I would say that they are basically second in power to Volantis, and I really don't want to deal with their archers, that's for sure. If they have archers, that is. But yeah, that would probably be kind of painful. So in general, I don't really want to attack them right now. I don't know if we will be able to attack them in the future. I think we probably will quite easily, of course, but some of the time we might just want to be a bit dubious about it, be a bit cautious. And yeah, I'm actually unsure why the Dothraki are actually still like around. I don't know what's going on with that, because we've eliminated them quite a while ago and they still ask me for ransoms and things like that, so I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I should just allow their lords to go, and maybe they'll, you know, maybe something will happen from that. But anyway, what I'm going to do, because I don't want to lose any additional units, I am actually going to be placing most of our people in the garrison here, because if we can place them in the garrison, then they are not going to leave us. There we go. Ooh, I thought to myself, oh, it's going to crash because I'm transferring so many units in there. But no, thankfully not. And Casporio and all these guys, they're actually not companions, which is a big shame to me, because they can actually die then, and it kind of makes me think that I should probably just put them in a garrison somewhere and just leave them there, because I don't want them to die, and maybe just bring them out in special occasions or something like that, because leaving them in here when they are so incredibly powerful is probably a good idea. So we're just going to do that. And then I just have my companions left over. And I do have a huge amount of prisoners, as I said, but there are no ransom brokers in Volantis at the moment, so I'm actually just going to put them all in Volantis right here, and if one appears, then I will of course do something with that. And Volantis has a pretty significant garrison now that the veteran freerider's in there, and obviously my wages are going to be exponential as a result, but we still have about... how much do we have in the treasury now? I think we have about 110, I think, or something like that. I think I don't think we have that little, so we should still be pretty much fine. And I'm open to suggestions now, by the way, where you think we should attack next, because I'm thinking probably not Qohor. I've been told that Qohor do have some decent units, and they are, yeah, as far as I'm aware, Unsullied will be against us in the garrison at Qohor itself. So me taking that's probably not going to happen. I'm thinking maybe Norvos. Maybe Norvos or Pentos, something like that. Maybe even Lorath. I mean, Lorath is pretty easy as far as I'm aware because it uses mercenary units. But for the most part, I think I'm pretty happy with where we are. I would love to be able to eliminate Nyesos, the fellow that we spread rumors about all those episodes ago, because he actually defected to Lys, and I think it would be really cool to try and, well, attack him again, but if there's no chance of that, then I don't know where to go. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.